Howdy folks, it's Adult Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and today we are finally getting to a subscriber request. The request is to drive. The request is not to drive. The request is to fly from Vilnius International Airport in Vilnius, Lithuania to Tallinn in Estonia, and I've been looking forward to this one because I love any excuse to fly into Tallinn, Estonia, because just west of the airport is the Estonia piano factory. And if you want to hear all about the Estonia piano, just check out my X-Plane videos, Google the Estonia payware, oh my gosh, Estonia payware scenery that I actually purchased, yes, I purchased it, both credits. And I did a whole video on the city and the Estonia piano factory. In fact, I think it's even called Estonia Piano Factory. And the piano factory themselves noticed it and thanked me for it and everything. But I'm not going to do that here. So go ahead and search that out if you're interested. Otherwise, for today, we're doing a subscriber request to do this flight. And the reason why it took so long was because it's a long flight. It's like 601 nautical miles, give or take. And I didn't want to just start it, leave it, and come back type thing. So I needed the time to do a flight that long and to be present. So we are running everything live today. Not live time because it's middle of the night there. Excuse me, my voice is cracking because I cleaned the garage and I'm full of dust and stuff. But real life is middle of the night there. So actually almost be morning. So I set the time back a little bit to be early evening. 1:12 p.m. to be exact. And real life weather is turned on, but we might have to turn the clouds off because the point of doing subscriber requests is so they can see the land, and we're going to be above the cloud layer pretty soon. So I think what we'll do is we'll use live weather to start, and if it gets to be too overcast and we can't see anything, then we will kill the clouds. But anyway, as of right now, live weather, all live traffic, real life and sim traffic with nameplates back on, so we'll be able to see anybody. And that's about it. As far as a flight plan for this thing, I selected a parking area, which I didn't know the airport really well, so I just selected the fuel station just because I didn't know what was ramp and what was the gates and all that stuff. And the destination, I just chose the airport. I did not choose an approach. I did not choose a parking spot. And the reason for that is because I want to see if ATC gives us an approach and a transition and an approach. And the reason why I bring that up is because when I was doing a flight off camera for practice, other stuff, to Duluth, Minnesota, ATC actually gave me a transition and an approach. And I'm like, cool. Had I had GPS or an FMS in that particular airplane, I would have been able to put it in to the computer, I think. In theory, I want to see if it actually works. If not, we'll just do a visual landing. All else fails, circle the airport, do visual landing. But I'm hoping all that works out. Alrighty, so that is your flight introduction. We've been looking around for a while. Again, it's jittery, but our frame rates are probably near 50 like normal. 40, 39. Okay, that's low for us, but it's still way above the sweet spot. The sweet spot is between 25 and 35. If you have fewer than 25 frames per second, you need to turn some settings down. If you have more than 35 frames per second, you're missing out and turn some settings up. For us, everything's maxed, completely maxed out for everything, except render scaling. Again, because I'm doing 1440p on a 1440p monitor, people keep maxing out their render scaling when that's only if you have monitor resolution issues, and I'm not getting into that right now, but rarely do you want to touch that render scaling. But people still max it out and lose 2/3 of their frames. Whatever, I'm not getting into that. But this is where we're at in the 40s, but it's still jitters. That's what I just want to show you. I'm just admiring the cloud shadows on the ground, admiring and appreciating everything. And let's hop down to the plane. And we are using a full checklist today, so we're going to be as realistic as possible. Let's hop inside and get this thing going. All right, so the first question I have for everybody actually is, what is that ticking noise? Hear that flapping, ticking noise? I don't know what it is. There's nothing going on out here. And inside, there's like nothing moving around in here or anything like that. I have yet to figure out what it is. So if anybody knows, tell me. It's been driving me crazy. Alrighty, first of all, confirm that my rudders are working. I actually set those before I started recording. Parking brake needs to be set. I don't even know where that is. There it is. Parking brake is pulled. External power on. Oh my gosh, I have to figure out where all this stuff is. I haven't flown this plane since the last time I flown it. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Tail flood is on. Holy cow, I cannot see anything. Where are my lights in this thing? They're up here. Ooh, let's turn the panel on and then I can actually see. How about that? There we go. Very nice. Alright. Wing. Tail flood. There. Okay. Emergency lights arm, which is all the way up there. And panel and floodlights on. I just did that. Oh, that scared the daylights out of me. Good, I'm glad to know everything is okay. That is so bright. I complain about that all the time, don't I? Alright, fuel and passengers. Fuel, here we go. So, let's actually make this a little bit bigger here. There we go. Alright, let's see. The pilot is me. I think I'm back up to 201 again after not eating while rehabbing the house. Our co-pilot today is this. Passenger 1. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's actually fill out passengers. That's fine. That's fine. Couple children. Actually, they've got 3 kids. Oh my gosh, then they have a toddler too. Whoops. Oh boy, clicked the wrong button. They have a toddler, they have a lot of kids. And then they bring the grandparents with, the grandmother and the grandfather. And some baggage. There we go. And then we need to fill this thing up with some fuel. I don't know. I mean, this thing goes like 3,500 nautical miles, and we only have to go 601. But I don't know how that translates to fuel. So as long as we're below max takeoff weight and all that stuff, we're good. And nothing's red, so I know we're good. So there is fuel and passengers. Simple as that. Batteries on. I think that's down here in the electrical section. At least it would make sense. Left battery, right battery. Generator switches on. Left gen, right gen. APU start down between the seats. That's that one there. And then once the APU stabilizes, which is over here, we can do some other stuff. 96, 89, 100. There we go. APU bleed to normal confirm. I think that's between the seats. APU bleed. I think we have to do that twice or something. It's really kind of strange. There we go. Now APU generator on. That's left of the batteries right there. External power off. And everything is still on, so we're good. Alright, make sure all levers are to idle. This does have reversers right here. Conditioners forward on yoke. Pulse light on. Which is over here somewhere. There it is. Right engine start. This time I have to do it twice. Yeah, this is kind of funky monkey too. You have to do some weird stuff here. So you have to like open this and redo it and then do this. I think a couple times and then it starts to work. So we'll have to see if it actually takes off here. I don't know. Confirm N2 is rising. It is, but it went back down. See, it's really strange because if you push them once, it doesn't work. If you don't do the, even though it says run, if you don't do it, it doesn't work. So let's try it again. There it goes. This is really strange. I did a practice with this when I was doing my checklist, and it's slightly different every time, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that is rising. Are we going to do a pushback? What are we looking like here? No, we're just going to taxi and not hopefully get collision detection on the building. Yeah. We'll have to see here. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be very tricky. Let's put the drone away. There we go. Alright, let's do left engine now. So we're going to come down here. We're going to open the cover. We're going to run. And we're going to close the cover. And we're going to push it. Let's just push it once and see what happens. And it's rising that time. Good. Okay, good. Let's let these stabilize a moment here. And there's 57, 58, and 59. There we go. Alright, and come back over here. APU generator off. And APU bleed off. And APU off itself. There we go. And icing as needed. I'm checking that to go down. There we go. Icing as needed. Let's turn it all on because we have clouds, so everything. Can't do anything with that. What else do we have? Nothing. Really, 0.8 hours. I wonder if that has to be real. And that has to change per airplane. Yeah, I hope it's real. Hope it's accurate, and I hope it changes per airplane. Because I know in some simulators I've noticed that just goes up to count your flight time in the sim, not by airplane. So hopefully that works. ELT arm. Let's put that back up. Okay. Alrighty. Set wind on P. Oh yeah, this is where I get to mess with all my stuff here. We need though. What do we need to do this? We need this thing over here, I guess. FMS nav source. FMS. What? I can't see the dang thing. Nav source. No, we want that to be GPS. Okay, whatever. Wind, we'll do option 3. I like that. We're not going to worry about any of that stuff quite yet. Don't worry about this quite yet, because this should have our distance up here. Somewhere? Well, maybe not. Yeah, right there. GPS. GPS there. Okay. How come we can't do any of this stuff? Maybe I got to do something more before I can do all that stuff. What? This used to work. The heck is going on here? What is going on? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna leave it as is. I feel like I've missed something because nothing is turned on. This isn't how it went when I did a practice. Everything was working. Did I miss like a switch for avionics or something? Okay, so I restarted the flight and put us in a different parking spot. And everything works now the way it's supposed to. See, we were right here at the fuel. Now we're over here, but here's a few weird things. Well, first the weather cleared up. We're still using ruled weather, I think. Maybe the weather reset. I really don't care at this point because now we can see. And it's going to be sunset even though it's like 1:30 p.m. And everything works except I could not do the external power stuff where I normally do external power available. So it was available over at the fuel pump, but not available here. But everything works now. So I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, everything is stable now, so let's see. APU generator can come off. I'll resume kind of where we left off here. APU bleed off. And that can come off. Alright, icing we can do again. I know we just did this before the cut. There we go. Put that back in. Where's my yoke thing? There we go. Now we can set up the way we want to. There we go. There's FMS. And we can do bearing if we want to. That'll tell us our next distance, but we also get it there too, so we don't really need it. Wind will do option 3. Boom. And let's see, what else do we need on here? I don't think we need anything else on here. I like to turn that off, but I can't always remember how to do it. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Let's turn that on. And I want to turn the insert off. I don't think you can. If you can, I don't remember. Anyway, let's get that ready for timer. Alrighty, weather, etc., etc. Let's see, we should have ATC. And ATIS is 2. Let's see what's going on. Any day now. Where is it? Is this not going to work now? There's no ATIS. Like, there's no actual ATIS? Or the thing's just not working? So first we had a problem with our PFD, primary flight display. And then this time we had a problem with our external power not being available. And now we're not getting any audio. Well, we'll see if ATC works. So let's just hit the B key for barometer. 299 or 2. Okay, so weather must have turned off, which is fine because now we can see. My goodness, so flight plan. What did I say before? It's just simply from airport to airport, or from parking space to airport, and we'll let ATC deal with the rest of it. When we get there, it doesn't even all fit on the screen. Nope. And we don't get our total distance either right now because... why doesn't it tell us that? Because I don't know. It's not giving our distance to our next waypoint. I mean, yes, all that is the next waypoint. But there's no overall distance. Okay. I guess we just have to add them up. Alright, let's zoom in here because we need to know where to get to the runway once they tell us. And IFR clearance. Here we go. Let's tune tower. Let's try to get IFR clearance. Hopefully it works.
Vilnius
There you go, that works.
Tango Sierra,
Okay.
4105 ready to copy IFR clearance to Tallinn.
And there we go.
Tango Sierra, 4105 is cleared to Tallinn Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 19er climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.275, squawk 0071. Turtlesook Tango Sierra, 4105, cleared
Yeah,
to Tallinn
runway
Airport
19
as
has to be that
filed.
one up there. I just wanted
Takeoff
to
runway 19er
get the
climb
little
and maintain
mousy
9,000
thing here so
feet.
we can look.
Departure on
Come on, up,
132.275,
up,
squawk
please.
0071.
Oh my gosh, this is out of control. I just want to make sure that's 19. Of course it is.
Sierra, 4105, read that correct.
Alrighty, so we are going to take off runway 19, which is simply, how are we going to taxi that? We're going to go to the left and go around and get all the way out there. We'll figure it out. Altimeter is fine, or barometer. Altimeter is fine because there's no weather turned on. And that is all we need to know. Actually, well, let's do our alt setting right now.
Vilnius ground, Turtlesook Tango Sierra, 4105 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR. Turtlesook Tango Sierra, 4105 taxi to in hold short of runway 19er using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.205 when ready.
Alright, it just says use the taxiway. So, okie dokie, let's hop outside. Well, let's just finish first. And there we go. Now we'll hop outside and take out the parking brake. And away we go. That guy needs to move out of the way. Please move out of the way. And we're just going to use taxiway, it says. Which means we're going to go over all these parking spots, apparently. And we're just going to go over to the right, I guess. We always have this to tell us, the map on the right there. Alright, yeah, pretty straightforward. Okie dokie, I will simply meet you there. Alright, here we are pulling up to the stop sign. And then we should be able to tune in the tower. And we'll be on our way. And we're not going to go down to Victor November Oscar. Or maybe we will when we turn around. We'll see. I'm looking at the map down here. Maybe we will. Alrighty, here we go. Let's step on the brake right about now. Let's set the parking brake and tune for clearance.
Vilnius Tower, Turtlesook Tango Sierra,
Do the rest of our
4105
stuff
ready
here.
for IFR departure runway 19er.
Any lights, recog lights, confirm flaps, they're down, start the timer and go. And acknowledge that.
Cleared for
There
takeoff
we go.
runway 19er,
Over
Turtlesook
here,
Tango Sierra,
start our timer,
4105.
should be going up. Should go up down there. Well, is it not going up? Is it not going up on here? That normally matches when that goes. Okay. That's weird. That's a bug that never used to be. Okay, because we've done that before. And it matched right here. Right there it matched. Can we do this at the same time? Oh. Let's go like that. There we go. Okie dokie. Getting ready for takeoff here. We have everything set, so we'll just do a rolling start here. Yeah, it's a bummer that I didn't check the weather because world weather got turned off, but you know what? We would have turned it off anyway because as soon as we got above the clouds, we wouldn't be able to see anything. There's no fun in not being able to see anything. So here we go. Alright. Very cool. Oh, bumpy runway. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. I guess we're to the left like usual. That's my MO, is to the left. And see that R right there? Rotate. There we go. Whoa. Are my sensitivity settings all screwed up? That was weird. Gear coming in. Flaps coming in. That was weird. I think you have to fix my sensitivities because that was not normal feeling. Oh, how fun would it be to look around? Let's bring back the juice a little bit so we're not stuck in the red.
Tango Sierra 4105, contact Vilnius Center on 132.275.
Just a second. I'm trying to not start on fire here. I'm still in the red. There we go. What did you say? Acknowledge some handoff or something. We're hand flying, by the way, if it's not obvious. We're hand flying while we do radios. This is complicated.
Vilnius Center Turtles Hook Tango
No,
Sierra
keep ascending.
4105 is at 3,500 feet,
Keep
climbing
ascending.
9,000 feet.
Man, I feel like I have a huge dead zone.
But
I don't think so. Feels like it, though. And I know we're going way steeper than 30-degree bank, but that's okay. Alrighty. Oh, yes, I know, yeah, I'm climbing. Yep. Acknowledge instructions.
Climb and maintain 9,500 feet.
Alternative doesn't matter.
4105.
Everything is good there. We're almost in the red. Alright, let's level off here. Stop turning. I'm watching my map. There we go. Now we can ascend. And should we do some autopilot stuff? Should we see if it works? Let's see. I can't see that far, so let's go like this. Where's flight director on this thing? Flight director, nav, autopilot, vertical speed, 1,300 feet per minute. Ooh, I just missed that because I was looking at all this other stuff. Good. Looks like we're all going. All I have to do is use throttles to control everything. Sweet. That was easy. It's getting easier. Yeah. All right. That's it. I think that's all we need to do. Let's bring back the map a little bit here. Just a little. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Let's get the next waypoint in view at least. Right there. Very nice. So that is it, actually. Let me do my checklist here. Europe flaps up, of course. Icing as needed. Already did that. Landing lights off at 10K, which we'll worry about in a moment. I'm coming over here to make sure my icing didn't get all screwed up. Everything is on. Yeah. Can we put the yoke in and still fly? At this point, I think we can. No, depends if we need anything. Ooh, map light. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's this? What does all this do? I know what it does. Our timer's going. Oh, the only thing over there is we can't see the timer. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why it's not working there now. That's bugging me. Okay, so I think, let's see, monitor things, landing lights off at 10K, then approach. Okay, so only thing left to do is landing lights at 10K, and then for cruise we just monitor, just means monitor stuff, and then we have approach, which is like in an hour and a half or something probably. Okie dokie, so everything's autopilot. We're going as fast as we can and staying outside of the red. Oops, we're going over the speed limit because it's 250 below 10,000 feet. So let's slow down a little bit so we don't get yelled at. And then we'll do the next order of business here as soon as ATC tells us to do something. Alright, we're coming up on 9,000 feet and they're at the speed limit finally. So is ATC going to tell us, 9,500. I thought it was not 99,000. I thought that had changed on us at some point. Alright, vertical speed again, up. I don't know what that says, 600 feet per minute. Let's just do this quick to get up there and then it'll tell us something to do. And we're going to bump up that 250 as hard as we can here.
Turtles Hook Tango Sierra 4105, climb and maintain flight level 180.
There we go. Acknowledge 180 is 18,000 feet. Let's go all the way up to 18,000. Whoa, a little too fast there. 19 and 18,000 we go. Vertical speed will do don't know, 1,200 feet per minute, I guess. I don't know what our ideal rate of climb is, but anyway. Alrighty, so there's about 10 grand. So we're gonna come over here and we are gonna goose the juice until it turns red, which we already did apparently. So let's come back ever so slowly. I'm looking at that ITT. There we go, we're in the green there. Landing lights can come off. And we are set. And then the next thing would be at 18,000 feet. We would do standard barometer, although we're not in the US. I know that's the US one, but whatever. We would do standard barometer, which doesn't apply today because we'll others turn off so we can see. And that's it. So a little bit more sightseeing until ATC tells us to do something else. Alright, 2600, that is our cruise. No, I put 36. Flight level 360 is our cruise, if I remember. 26 it is. Here we go. Looks like we had a real player join us too. Whoops, I was looking at that name instead of my... No, come on. Slow it down. 26, there we go. Vertical speed. We'll give it a like 11. Let's do another 1500. Keep our speed up. We did almost overspeed, and then I was doing the drone for sightseeing, and that messes things up. You have to be really careful. So if we had real life weather, we'd switch to 299 or 2. It's already there. Otherwise, we are still climbing, and we'll be cruising soon. It says 5 minutes to the next waypoint, and then what? And then a longer distance, and then you can't even see farther than that quite yet. So, alrighty, more sightseeing until ATC gives us more instructions. I have to keep an eye on that speed too. Hello, Constant Rook. He must be on the ground. Alright, we have a handoff, and then we should have another climb here in a moment.
Going to 128.0 Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105. Reed Center Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 is climbing through flight level 250 for flight level 260.
Yeah, we're just going to continue. Although any second, though, we should get our instructions to go to cruise. Any second. So we're at 297 airspeed, but our ground speed is 412. We're hauling. This is great. Here we go. There we go. 3,400. Acknowledge 3,400 as expected. There we go. So my next big question with ATC is if we will get a transition that we can program into the GPS. I'm going to have to check that out off camera during the cruise here. What does it say, 34? 3,400. 34,000, I mean. Alright, vertical speed, up, see daisy. What are we doing? 1,500 feet per minute. Alright, I'm going to keep an eye on this here. Get as much juice as we can to keep it out until we get in red, right? Oh, a little bit more maybe. And then once we level off, I just have to make sure we don't overspeed. And fuel should be plenty fine. There's our fuel there. And we're good. That's it. Alrighty, so nothing else to do, right? Because the lights are, everything's set. It's just following ATC's handoff instructions and cruise. So I will see you at top of descent, which hopefully isn't right on top of the airport like it has been. Those of you who've been watching my ATC flights or flights with ATC, a lot of the times we'll be almost at the airport, a couple miles away, and it'll be like, descend 80 million miles now. And then it's kind of crazy, but we do have spoilers. So we'll see how that works when we get there. We'll see if we get a transition. If we do get a transition, can we put it in the FMS? I don't know. We're going to find out all these things together because that's how we operate here. So enjoy the cruise. It's going to be a long time. I'm not going to give you like 2 hours of sightseeing though, but I'll give you some sightseeing. I'll try to break it up so we don't do all the sightseeing here and then nothing. So split the sightseeing. Everything is good. Follow ATC handoff, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I come back from the restroom and it tells me to descend already to 28,000 feet. I don't quite understand why, but I guess we've reached top descent. Oh yeah, we did reach top descent. Gekli. Yep, I did remember seeing that on the flight plan thing. And of course it's doing the oscillation thing because that's what it does. That's a sim problem. It's well known and documented. That's just how it is on autopilot. I think you can disable and re-enable autopilot or something. It's supposed to turn it off, so let's try that. Let's disable autopilot and redo autopilot and do nav and do vertical speed down, not 1,300 feet per minute, 1,100 feet per minute, and then keep an eye on our speed. Alright, let's get some throttles back in because I had run to the restroom super fast, came back, and we were like 9,000 million knots over speed. I'm glad we didn't crash. They do have that stuff turned on. And yeah, no, we're still oscillating pretty good even with autopilot turned off and turned back on, but I don't know. Alrighty, we are expediting our descent to 2,800. We didn't get a whole lot of sightseeing in because I didn't expect us to get this far this fast, but that's good, right? Yeah. Alrighty, we're going down, gotta keep an eye on our speed, and we tried the autopilot reset, nothing helped. So, back to sightseeing. I gotta keep an eye on the speed though, we're gonna get too fast too soon.
Turtles of Tango Sierra 4105, you are 64 miles south. Climb and maintain flight level 290, expect VOR DME runway 26 approach via Tango Lima Lima transition. Clear to Tango Lima Lima.
Okay, here we go. You are climb and maintain 29,000. Why would we climb? I hate when it does weird stuff like that.
Turtles of Tango
So
Sierra
we're gonna
4105.
climb ever so slightly. I can't see. There we go. So we're gonna climb ever so slightly. Expect VOR DME runway 26 approach via TLL transitions. Now we're gonna hide this. Let that climb. Come down here. TLL transition. I can't see crap from this far away. Oh boy, this isn't working the way I thought. Can we... Hero procedure. Arrival, approach. Approach. No. What? Tallinn is selected, right? Or was, whatever. And then we do procedure. Arrival. Is it runway? This isn't right here. Yeah, Tallinn, right? Arrival. Transition. T26 approach. Gave us the transition. Oh, come here. Gave us the transition. Alright, looks like we're gonna try Dopic 1L. Dopic or Dopic L. Okay, 1K or 1L. Actually, 1K was gonna work too. Let's just load it and see what it does. Whoa, no. 26 TL, there we go. Hey, this might work. Holy crap. Dopic DME 26, right? It said DME 26. Holy moly, what does it look like? Why are we going that way? Because it's goofing us up. Okay, so now let's zoom this in. Really far in. What? Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Can we go up a little bit, please? Up, up. Runway 26 is the other way, isn't it? If I think about how Earth works. Can we zoom in on that? Yeah, it's gonna like turn us around all funky monkey. That's not what we wanted. Yeah, it's gonna turn us around. No, I want to go out here. Okay, let's try Dopic 1L. What are we doing on speed and stuff? Okay, we're good. If I have to buy us time, I can always slow us down. I looked at the doggone PDF, and either Dopic or Dopic 1L is supposed to work. So let's try 1L. Transition runway 26. Load that. And then, yeah, let's do that. Does that look better? That should look better. There we go, that's looking better. Let's zoom that thing way out. Put us like that. Come on. No, no, no. Center us. Zoom way the heck out. There we go. There we go. That looks better. But why is it still going around the airport and coming back? It should go like this. And then go straight in the whole rest of the way. Because see, there's Dopic. Dopic 1L is that one. That's why I wanted Dopic, because it was supposed to go out to here and do it, but this is just a little shorter. That'll be fine. Why is it going all the way around the airport? This is cray-cray. No, you goofball. Alright, so we're doing the big turn. No further instructions. We could do ATIS, but we know the weather is boring. Let's start slowing down to buy us some time. And then we're probably going to hand fly some stuff.
Landing gear. Landing
Yeah,
gear.
I know landing gear is off. Gosh, you know what? I want to see if we can get... Let's get ATC mad at us. Let's just do this. Let's go direct to Oman. And then we'll go direct to the airport runway after that. So let's go like this. Let's bring this down. Let's bring out spoilers, which I think... Yeah, stop the landing gear. Which is that, I think. Yep. Well, that's a gorgeous view. The airport's right there. That is so gorgeous. Let me get a screenshot of that. Yeah, I know. But we're going way too fast for landing gear, you goofball. Actually, no, we're not. Landing gear, there we go. And, let's see what we can do with this here. Let's see what we can do. Actually, we need to take our pilot off because it's trying to help us. Let's just fly this in. Let's try. Man, ATC is going to be so mad at us. Because we're just not doing what they told us to do. Alright, here we go. Flying it in. Let's keep our speed way up though. And I mentioned before in real life I had an approach like this in Minneapolis when I was hanging out, enjoying the sights, come back from Chicago, and just when we get over a flying cloud, the captain says, we have permission for a early approach or short approach or something, and then bam, engines went to idle, spoilers came out, and we went straight down to join the approach. And of course I knew where we were because I know the approach and everything, but it was really intense. It was so crazy. Like, it was like, felt like you had, 0 G's for a while there. Alright, we're gonna hand fly this in. ATC's gonna get so mad. They're not gonna clear us to land, I don't think. If we don't do the transition, I don't think it triggers that. But we'll see. We'll see. Hand fly. Making people puke. 22,000 feet, spoilers out. 7,000 foot per minute descent. Oh, this would not be good. There's the airport. We're not going to make that. So let's curve around. Alright, we're still descending, so let's come around now. Let's not go lower than like 2,500 feet though. So let's get some throttles in here to soften our descent rate, because right now it's pretty steep. Well, it's steep for our altitude. And we're just going to fly in runway 26. There's our 500 call out. Keep that throttle in. We're getting too slow and too low. Oh, we didn't have 2 sets of flaps down. I thought maybe there's 3 in this one. Oh my gosh, now we're going to float like a crazy person because of more flaps. I'm going to have to check that in a second. I thought we had 2 sets. Maybe we had 3. There we go. Good grief. Okay, now we're getting too slow. That totally screwed me up. Oh, come on. There we go. We got it back under control. Or do we? Come down. Come on. Come on, you can do this. This shouldn't be this hard. What's my deal? I know it's been a long time since I've flown this thing, but we're stalling? No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I disagree. There we go. We recovered somehow. Now we're too high. This should not be this hard, folks. What is my deal? Yep, I want to. Not really. And ground effects. There we go. Nice. Reversers and brakes. Alright, nose go down gently. And reversers off. And spoilers in. Okay, that was super, super strange because the approach was absolutely hideous. But our final actual... Why do we have more spoilers coming out? But our final actual touchdown was really stinking good. Which is really weird. I mean, we were to the right of the runway, a little, or right of center a little bit, but other than that, it was super smooth, and nose wheel was down gently, and reverse, everything was great. That was weird. We stalled twice, recovered twice. Ground effects saved our butt. Yeah, I know. Ground effects totally saved our butt on that one. And then we had a great touchdown.
Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105, contact ground on 135.905.
Contact ground. Yes, we will.
135.905 for Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105.
Okay. Whoops, shoot, I didn't mean the ATIS. I meant to do,
Tallinn Airport Information Unit.
ground. No. No, I meant parking. Not gates, because we don't, well, gates and ramps, depending on definition you use. Let's do parking, because we don't need a jetway. And now our ATIS is going to be stuck on there. Oh well.
Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha.
Okay. Which is going to be to the right.
General aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Turtle
Somehow, we need to make a U-turn here. I think we want to go... I don't really want general aviation, though. We're too big for that. No, we'll fit over there. There's some jets over there. Ready? Come on, let's do this. That was kind of bulky. Or bulky. Kind of weird, too. Flight time, by the way, was 1 hour and 6 minutes, which... that seems a little quick. But this is a really, really fast jet, and I did keep kept everything goosed full throttle, except for outside of the red zone, but I kept everything as fast as we could. So I guess maybe that would be kind of realistic time. Rarely do I fly less than the published time, but that's okay. Alrighty, let's just park here. Completely inappropriate parking spot, but whatever. Whatever. We're just gonna stop right here. Alright, let's stop, please. Parking brake, come inside. And what are we going to do? Is external power available now? It is. So let's do external. Oh, it was automatically on that time. That's strange. Alright, what's we gonna do here? Stop the clock, taxi lights, flaps up. Oh yeah, I want to check these flaps. There's 1, 2. There are 3 sets of flaps. Okay. Now I know, I guess. Let's see. Flaps up. Parking brake set. Icing comes off. There we go. Put that back in. External power on it is. All lights can come off now. We'll leave the tail flood on though, so people can see who we are. Conditioners off with yoke. Okay. Generators off. That should have killed engines, right? Yeah, they're coming down. Generators off. Batteries off. We'll wait a second until that actually winds down. We're a little bit ahead here. Alright, engines are all off. And batteries off now. And then after everybody deboard, we can turn off the tail flood. And then we can turn off external power. There we go, all shut down and ready to sit around for a while. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed the flight. I certainly did. I love any excuse to fly into Tallinn. The piano factory, by the way, is over there in the main part of the city. Oh, look how gorgeous this looks. Sunset flight. The approach was a little goofy, but we took it into our own hands. We still got landing clearance. A little uncomfortable on the descent, but we survived. Touchdown ended up being great. The flight ended up being really nice, and it was awesome. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm game. Sorry, I'm distracted by the scenery. And if you have a flight request of your own, put it in the comments below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can, as long as it's not too long. And with that all being said, I will see you next time.